Hello, Juicy Peaches, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. For those of you who are new here, my name is Jackie Lane, aka Priestess Peaches from yourpeachylife.com, and I empower ambitious women in business and long-term relationships to master their relationship with their money, man, and sex life. And in this video, I'm going to be speaking about deciding and why just deciding doesn't work for everybody like that. So a lot of the time, if you are into the law of attraction, manifestation, self-development, if you're an entrepreneur, excuse me, I've just downed like loads of my smoothie. Right, if you're an entrepreneur and you're in the self-development world, then you would have heard the saying or the thing about you just have to decide, and then it will be in your life, right? You just have to decide and then it will happen. Like, it's because you haven't decided yet. Have you decided yet? Like, this one, like, really bothered me for a while because it's like, yes, I've decided, but then nothing's working, nothing's happening. Like, that's how it felt at the time. And I know it can be really frustrating when you hear this, well, you just need to decide. And the thing is, like, it's true, you do need to decide, but the process of deciding isn't always just as straightforward as, oh, I've decided, there you go. Like, the process of deciding involves a lot of other things. Like, the process of deciding something involves validating yourself. It involves working on your worthiness. It involves moving through limiting beliefs about things. It involves having faith and trust. It involves releasing judgment, self-judgment. It involves standing firm, having conviction. It involves working on your confidence. It involves all these other things. Like you can't just decide, like, unless you have all those things in place and you decide and you're like just a pro. Like, deciding is a process in and of itself. Like, to stand firm and decide in something and to truly have belief in that, it can take practice, it can take effort. And so often, like, you hear people, like I said, saying, oh, you just have to decide, it's because you haven't, it's because you haven't decided yet. And that's just not true. That's just not the truth for you, and that wasn't the truth for me. Like, I definitely decided, I had clarity, I knew what I wanted, I decided I was going to have it. Like, I believed that it's possible, but there were definitely things that I needed to work on to believe that it was going to happen or happening for me personally. And sometimes just a decision in and of itself isn't going to instantly manifest something in your life or bring something to you. Like, the universe isn't going to instantly bring something to you just because you've decided. Like, you need to decide a lot of things. You need to decide that you're worthy of it. You need to decide that you're qualified. You need to decide that you need to decide that there's no shame. You need to decide that, do you know what I mean? There's a lot of deciding that goes on into deciding. And it's definitely something that I feel like becomes easier and easier. And soon that process of deciding does become I've decided, like, split second, instantaneous thing. Like, it does. And if you don't have much baggage or stuff around the thing that you are attracting into your life or manifesting and creating, then deciding is very, very easy. But when it's something that feels big to you, when there's a charge around the thing, when there's something that's important to you, when there's something that is like a new level for you, that you have fears around, that there's doubts around, deciding isn't as easy as just deciding. And you have to keep deciding it. Like, it takes practice and it takes effort and it takes work to decide. And I just felt called to share this with you, because if you've been listening to coaches who are like, you just have to decide it, and it's been annoying you because you're like, I have decided, it's just not happening. Like, deciding is a practice and it is a process in and of itself. And so just, don't judge yourself. Like, just because something isn't like instantaneous for you, or just because something takes a bit longer than you hoped to show up in your life, that doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. That doesn't mean it's not working. It doesn't mean you haven't decided. It's just a work in progress, and you're always in between worlds. You're always flowing in between your current reality and the present moment and the future reality. Hopefully you're not spending too much time in the past by this point. But yeah, you're always in between worlds, and it's okay for this to be a process, and it's really important not to like push and rush yourself. Like if you trusted, you wouldn't be pushing and rushing and trying and striving and struggling. Like you can really relax into your decisions, and you can relax into your process and allow yourself, give yourself time. Like things don't have to take a long time at all, but when you actually like take that pressure off yourself, then things like you collapse time and space, and so things actually come to you quicker, which is kind of like a paradox or whatever the word is, where it feels like counterintuitive or whatever, like your tendency, or you're compelled to like push and force and rush things, and when actually if you slow down and allow things to come to you, it will happen quicker and in a way that feels so much more beneficial for you. So yeah, this is my thoughts on deciding. Like I definitely know that yes, you have to decide, but that's not all you have to do. Like there's a lot more that goes into it than that. And I feel like it's important to be like transparent about that. And yeah, some people, maybe for some people who are very well practiced, deciding is very easy for them, but for some people it's not. And when you're, if you are like, if things aren't flowing so effortlessly for you, it's really important to like not wrong yourself for that, and to release judgment around that, and to not compare yourself to others around that, and just trust in your own journey and in your own power, and know that your process is perfect for you. So, okay, I'm going to go now. Let me know in the comments if this was useful. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it or if it served you today, and hit the subscribe button and the bell for notifications of my videos. And I will see you again soon in my next video. Have an amazing day, and remember to keep it juicy. Mwah. Bye.